a member of the channel, you probably already knew that in advance. But I took some time off. And we back at it. Hold on, am I having some issues streaming? Because it's saying that the signal isn't strong. Shout out to everybody that's here. Is it hold on. Oh, I got a thumbs down. Who's hurt already? Somebody's hurt. Is somebody hurt already, man? Is somebody hurt? Is somebody's feelings already hurt? We about to really speak some truth, because I'm sick and tired of these females getting on social media worrying about who black men are dating. I don't worry about who y'all date. Okay? But when y'all make these videos talking about who's an alpha male and, you know, if you date a black woman, you're an alpha male. We're going to get to the video, but I just want y'all to understand that these are the women who claim they have all these options. But it always comes back to who black men are with. You know why? Because at the end of the day, unfortunately for a lot of melanated women, they always tend to go back to dating melanated men, because that's the only men that are going to tolerate them. Truth be told. I mean, I know y'all don't want to hear it, but that's the truth. Okay. Yeah, I'm having some kind of issue here. Hold on a second, people. All right. Hopefully that settles it. And I also want to say this too. There's some I posted on Twitter today. Shout out to C Square with the 5 on Cash Out. Yeah, it has been a while. There's a lot I want to get into. But I took an unpopular opinion on Twitter today. I just want to get this out. And right now on my Twitter timeline, I got these males who are cheerleading for Jenny Taft. Anybody that follows me, y'all saw I reposted a video of her going in on Skip Bayless live on the show. And people are acting like she did that to defend Mike McCarthy, because I guess Skip Bayless says he doesn't want an overweight coach. Listen, you can't, and I get what Skip Bayless was saying. Even though I think that I don't think Mike McCarthy is overweight. I don't think he's in tip-top shape, but I don't think he's overweight. But I get what Skip was saying, because you can't be a coach talking about discipline when you are not very disciplined. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. And people are acting like she was standing up for Mike McCarthy. Let me tell you something. Jenny Taft just wanted her 15 minutes to shine, and now all these people are patting her on the back saying, way to go, sis, and you go, girl, and because you went at Skip Bayless. Let me tell you something. Skip Bayless will be on that network a lot longer than she will. She was the replacement. You replaced someone. You were not originally put on that show. And I noticed that Shannon Sharp didn't say anything, because Shannon Sharp knew that if he was to say anything, that the feminists and the male feminist allies, y'all know these simps on social media, would attack him. Just like they're attacking Skip Bayless. And I took a very unpopular opinion. I thought that Jenny Taft was attention seeking. She did not care anything about Mike McCarthy and whether he's overweight or not. And I basically said that I get where Skip was coming from. Doesn't mean I agree with it. And I also said that Jenny Taft would never date an overweight guy. A guy that would not be considered the most in shape. She would not look in that guy's direction. But here she is getting triggered because Skip Bayless says that he would not want a coach who he considered to be overweight. I'm telling you, man. And you got these, and unfortunately, I can't get my words out. I'm so tired of these simps. And then you got these Caucasian simps mad They're mad because I took unpopular. No, I'm not going to defend Becky. Okay? I'm not going to, not Becky, but Karen. No, I'm not going to defend Karen. No, I'm not going to defend Karen. But you males have got to grow up. People take unpopular opinions. Listen, doesn't mean I agree with what Skip was saying, but I understood it. We have preferences. Skip Bayless said that was his preference. Of course, women don't like a man that has preferences, but I bet you Jenny Taft has a preference. I bet you Jenny Taft has a preference. But us as men, we can't have a preference for nothing. We have to accept what is put before us. And that's where I was getting at. But of course, these males will get triggered. And of course, I had to go pick a fight with them because these guys are weak. They're in my when you come into my mentions, I'm going to respond to you, whether you like it or not. I'm going to respond to you. I'm going to clown you. So for all you males that want to defend Jenny Taft or anybody else, when you mention me, I'm going to clown you. I'm going to clown you. You can't be hugged up in the profile pic with your girlfriend and then call somebody else a simp. That doesn't work, sir. You clearly love that woman more than she loves you. That's why you have her in your profile pic. And you want to call somebody else a simp. No, you're simping for Jenny Taft. I'm not. That's the difference. I may not agree with Skip Bayless on a lot of different things. I've disagreed with Skip on a lot of different things. But I think it's very unfair that this woman took that time to go at Skip Bayless. If it wasn't for Skip Bayless, there will be no Undisputed. That's facts. That's facts. If it wasn't for Skip Bayless, there will be no Undisputed. Now, Shannon Sharpe has been there. I'm not trying to diminish what Shannon Sharpe has brought to the show. But if it wasn't for Skip Bayless leaving ESPN and going to Fox Sports, Jenny Taft, you wouldn't have a job. So watch your motherfucking mouth, Jenny Taft. Skip Bayless could have you replaced too. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but he has stroke on that network. And for all you people cheerleading for Jenny Taft, as if she did such a great thing, Skip Bayless is the needle mover, not Jenny Taft. If Jenny Taft was a needle mover, she'd have her own show. I don't know if she has her own show. Nobody watches Undisputed to watch Jenny Taft. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Dudes is hugged up with their girlfriends calling other people simps. You dudes are crazy and you're weird. I'm telling you right now, don't mention me and don't think you're not going to get clowned. You're going to get clowned. It just depends on how much I'm going to clown you. Am I going to clown you a little bit? Am I going to clown you, a lot? Got these males hugged up with their girlfriends showing how much they love this woman because they can't get no other women. Let's see who's here. Sigma, Rodin, Yeet, True, Carly, Sydney, Illa, Bo, Vern 85, Dwayne, Pan-African, Kyle, Daniel, Wesley, Vern, Black Rain, Sonny, Garrison, Adasuki, Vincent, Ryzen, Animator, JD, Gerald, B Smooth, Thaddeus, Tony, Noyo, Crimson, the Crimson Empire, Tab Juba, that's it. Trucking, Long, let's see, McLovin, Tassetti, that's what I'm gonna call you. Robert, C Squared, J Will. Come on, let's get the lights up. Brian, Jace, Ricky E, Black as Night, Thaddeus, Zeke, Astrid, Osuski. Okay. Y'all know I'm terrible with names. Jenny been had that. Yeah, she been had that anger. She ain't standing up for Mike McCarthy. That woman probably don't even like Mike McCarthy. Unless she's Mike McCarthy's secret side chick. Let me find out you and Mike McCarthy got something going on, Jenny Taft. I will make a video about it. What's up, Eric Tate? What's going on? We gonna get into this heifer on the screen. We gonna get into this. I had to really go in because you got these males that, you know, they get in their feels. They want to go in. They want to try to, you know, go back and forth. That back and forth usually ends very quickly because, like I said, I don't know any of you, and I will go at you. So, you know. Let's see. Yeah, man, I don't understand why these women have such an issue with who melanated men are dating. I mean, you can date who you want. Y'all notice I don't make videos about who's swirling and who. I don't care unless she said something that caught my attention. I don't care who these heifers date. You can date whoever you want to date. What's up, boy? Two official Ray, Sarah. What's going on, Jace? Make sure y'all like the stream. I don't care who you heifers date. And let me say this. I want to give a motivation. I want to say something motivational before I go in because I can't just go. I want to say something motivational. You know, there's nothing wrong with taking an unpopular opinion. There's nothing wrong with being the somebody who's the black sheep, so to speak, because we live a happier life. And there's nothing wrong with taking unpopular positions. Just don't become controlled. You know, don't become sort of tied down to a certain group because you want to fit in. It's never fun to fit in because you have to walk on eggshells. I choose to not live my life walking on eggshells, and neither should any of you. All right. Now we're going to get into this video. So make sure y'all share this video and like this video. And we're going to get into it.
Deal with what mess exactly? Because I said that a woman should not put her life on the back burner for a boyfriend. She should not cater to a man she's not guaranteed to be with. See, comments like this are proving my point. Y'all want mothers, not girlfriends. And you know you're not going to get it from us.
Well, let me just say this. Now, this female, apparently, she's a rapper or an artist. She's some type of artist, right? And she actually has a little bit of a following. And she has the typical mindset of a woman that can't keep a man, right? They say they don't want the broke men. But that's who you end up choosing. Y'all try to build up these males who run the streets, who doesn't have the capabilities of working a regular job or starting their own business. They always are caught up in illegal activities. I guarantee you this chick has dated more men that didn't have money like that than men that actually were able to take care of themselves, own their own home, own the car. You know, she's probably dated men who don't even know what a mortgage is. They think mortgage is the same as rent. In a way it is, but no, with a mortgage, it's a little bit different than rent. You know, you're more tied into it. It's more of yours. With rent, I mean, if you don't have that money on the first or whatever, you know, they can put you out, you know. And that's the type of guys that she normally deals with. She doesn't deal with guys that have tons of responsibilities. Not just her, but women like her. They say they don't want the broke men, but that's who they end up having children with. How many women do we know that talk about how their baby daddy don't pay child support, don't take care of the kids? One, I think it's because they done ran that dude into the ground. Two is because these guys don't have the financial capability to do so.
So you go date other races to deal with your weak ass and your bullshit and think you're flexing on us. Baby, you could never pull a bitch like me anyway, so you don't have no choice but to go to the other side. And baby, y'all are not the only ones with options. I could walk outside right now and snag me a Tom, Dick, or a Hank. Best.
Hey, y'all know they always say that. They always say they can get a Caucasian man, but where he at? Where he at? Where's that Caucasian man that you can go and get? They always say that. Yeah, you can sleep with one, but most of these guys are not taking you home to meet their families. The only time you deal with them is in a motel room, or in some secret, not secret, but at your house or at his house. That's the only time. That's the only type of dating you're gonna get. Y'all not really going out like that. He's not taking you around his friends. He's not posting you on his social media. So when they say they have options like that, it's sexual options. They, as far as relationships, long-term marriages, I mean, something's not adding up. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Believe, and he would cater to every need. Y'all think y'all?
Hey, to the few Caucasian guys that are left watching my content, I don't know how many of y'all in there. Do y'all cater to the black woman? Because there's a lot of Caucasian women that ain't getting catered to. I just want to know, are y'all catering to the black woman? Are y'all treating that black woman the way she's supposed to be treated? Just let me know.
Flexing by saying shit like this. Oh, we date other races, baby. Best believe when we see you with that, we know exactly what it means. You could not handle a queen. And when people see my man with me, they know exactly what it means, baby. I stand for strength, power. He's an alpha. When you see a man with a black woman, know he has big dick energy. All right, he can handle this mouth and this ass. You're weak. You're a buster.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
What mess?
She said that you see a man with her, he's an alpha. He can handle her mouth and everything else, right? He has big D energy. That's what she said. Let me tell you something right here. Most of these black males that I have seen with melanated women, black women, they don't have no alpha energy in them because you have sapped it all out of them. These guys are walking behind you like you're their mother. These guys don't look happy to be with you. Okay? I don't see that energy you say they have. I don't see it. I don't feel intimidated when I see it. When I see, these melanated women with these melanated men, these guys are so alpha, right? They have all. I don't see that energy at all. I don't see it. So I don't know what type of male she's talking about. Once again, these women are talking about the men that they wish they had. Right? Most men who have alpha male energy are with feminine women who basically are not leading them around, who are not loudmouth, creepy looking eyelashes, heavy pounds of makeup, loads of fake hair. A lot of guys who are more alpha, their women are women. Their women don't have masculine energy. What man wants a woman with masculine energy unless it's a man who wants a woman to lead him and take care of all the responsibilities? She's used to dating men who she thinks are alpha males when really they are beta males, okay? Especially around you. They might be alpha males around other men, but when they're around you, you talk to them any kind of way and you treat them any kind of way. These are facts. Shout out to Ray Arthur. 90% of women can't handle an alpha. They will Rick James them. Yeah, like what man is going to have his woman out here twerking all over in social media, right? Being masculine, cursing like a sailor. Like most of these men out here, most of these males out here don't have control over their women. Bro, if I've seen I've seen every inch of your woman on social media now, and that's your woman and you're claiming her, bro, you have no control over that woman whatsoever.
Exactly. Because I said that a woman should not put her life on the back burner for a boyfriend. She should not cater to a man she's not guaranteed to be with. See, comments like this are proving my point. Y'all want mothers, not girlfriends, and you know you're not going to get it from us. So you go date other races to deal with your weak ass and your bullshit and think you're flexing on us.
Why do they think that men who date other races of women are weak? Let me tell y'all something. I would say there's a high percentage of your westernized, modern, melanated women that don't want anything to do with black men or the majority of black men. They really don't. They really don't. They want nothing to do with your average everyday melanated man. They don't. They want a very small percentage of melanated men. Small percentage. They overlook most melanated men. The only time they don't overlook them is when they see them with a Caucasian woman. Then their mind get to wondering, like, how did he escape the plantation? He's supposed to be sitting there waiting for us to get our minds right. When we get ran through and when we have like 4 or 5 kids that need to be taken care of. Because in their minds, why would you be triggered over these guys' life decisions? You don't know these men. Just like I don't know you. You don't know these men. But you're so convinced that something is wrong with them because they're with women of other races. But you don't understand that a lot of melanated women are not checking for the majority of melanated men. They're just not. If you don't fit a certain look or a certain lifestyle, these women do not want you. Period. So when you see these guys actually do what you claim you can do and date other races of women, you feel triggered because you want to date other races of men, and you know that's never going to happen. The only dating you're going to be doing is bedroom dating. You're not going to be doing any public dating. You're not going to be out and about. You're going to be a secret. That's your life when you're dating interracially for the most part, unless you with a guy who is considered an incel in the Caucasian community, but he can easily get one of y'all. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? And y'all be proud to be with him. You know, I told y'all the time I was going into the store. I seen this chick walk out and she looked like an Instagrammer. She looked like an Afro-Latina, biracial looking. She looked like an Instagram model, and she's walking up to a van with an average Caucasian guy who looks like he works, a regular desk job somewhere. It looks like his name might be Bob or something. Just a very average Caucasian guy. I was like, well, damn. But I bet you that same female will have all these criteria for the type of melanated man that she wants. Listen, I don't care who y'all date, but you need to understand that your fellow sisters do not check for the majority of melanated men. That's why a lot of these women are having children by the same men. They're having children by the same men because a lot of y'all don't want men who either don't have children already, a man has not married, okay? Y'all like married men. Y'all like men that got a bunch of kids. If a guy does not have any of that going on, you see him as boring. You don't see him as a guy who gets women. Y'all are obsessed with if a man can get a bunch of women or not. But then when these men cheat on you, you feeling some type of way. But you brought that on yourself. When you chase after men who are known to be womanizers, you bring that on yourself. You can't blame all men for that. You bring that on yourself. A lot of y'all chase after men. Y'all know they womanizers. Y'all know what type. Y'all know they cheaters. And you deal with them anyway. That's a you problem.
Baby, you could never pull a bitch like me anyway, so you don't have no choice but to go to the other side. And baby, y'all are not the only ones with options. I could walk outside right now and snag me a Tom, Dick, or a Hank, best believe, and he would cater to every need. Y'all think y'all flexing by saying shit like this, oh, we date other races, baby.
I date whoever I please because a man who's able to create value for himself earned that opportunity. Women just don't get it. Man face palming, medium skin tone.
Appreciate that, Yeet. Well, this person obviously don't. Let me run it back. Appreciate that, Yeet. They don't. They only understand them. They only understand what they want. They don't understand that a lot of the times these women, they don't choose the right men, but in their minds, it's not their fault that he manipulated them. How many times have y'all heard these women say that man turned out to not be what she thought he was? I mean, you didn't see the red flags? You didn't see the red flags? You didn't see the fact that this guy has a bunch of kids by a bunch of different women? That this guy doesn't have a car? That he lives with friends or family? You didn't see the red flags? You didn't see the fact that he's married? You just missed all those red flags. You missed all those red flags of this guy got a whole family. You ain't never been to his house. The only time you see him is when you're at a motel or when he's at your house, because you can't come to his house because his family's there.
By saying shit like this, oh, we date other races, baby. Best believe when we see you with that, we know exactly what it means. You cannot handle a queen. And when people see my man with me, they know exactly what it means. Baby.
They feel sorry for him. They feel sorry for him because they know that you bringing him nothing but chaos and destruction, and he wants a way out, but he knows that he's stuck because he ain't got nowhere to go. You know how many miserable looking dudes I be seeing with women? And some of you guys, I said this before, some of you have no standards in women whatsoever. I seen one guy, the chick was clearly bigger than him, was an inch or two taller than him, had bigger, broader shoulders than he did. Okay? Some of you guys, I mean, I know they say love is love, but damn.
Power. He's an alpha. When you see a man with a black woman, know he has big dick energy. All right? He can handle this mouth and this ass. You're weak. You're a buster.
Weak and a buster. Let me say this. I want y'all to understand something. When you're dealing with your westernized woman, y'all got to understand something about these westernized women. These westernized women love to shame men that they can't get, men who have a certain standard, right? Like you see women right here on social media shaming men because we have standards. I talked about Jenny Taft and her back and forth with Skip Bayless. She hated the fact that he had a standard. You see, us as men, we're not allowed to have standards anymore. Dating websites are banning men for having standards in the women that we want. So when you have melanated men dating women of other races, have you thought to yourself that maybe those men just have a connection with those women? A connection, those women, they actually click more, and they may have grown up in a community where it was just a lot of them, and that's just who they dated. Doesn't mean they don't want to date melanated women. It just means that melanated women just haven't really been there in abundance. And when they were there, those women were not the best suitable dating preferences. Just like if you have melanated women, right? And let's say that they're around a bunch of, melanated men who aren't suitable for dating with them, they'll overlook those guys. But see, they're allowed to have a preference. They're allowed to choose who they want. Love is love. But when we have a preference, it's a problem. And I think it's a problem because this is where we've gotten in society. We're not allowed to want better for ourselves. We're not allowed to choose women who are feminine, like control the narrative. And these masculine women want to control the narrative because no one wants them. Nobody wants masculine women. I know that they don't want to hear this, but nobody wants a masculine woman. Nobody wants a woman with more testosterone than they do. Okay? The only type of males that want a woman like that is a male who's looking for a woman to take care of him, to basically take care of all the responsibilities. He also might be a guy that might be confused in his preferences. Might be a little confused. We don't know, but something's wrong with him. No man wants a masculine woman who refuses to be in her femininity. Let me tell you something. If you black women don't get in your feminine, you're going to be a very lonely group of people. And you can say whatever you want. You can shame as much as you want to shame, but at the end of the day, you're going to be lonely. I see a lot of you lonely women now. Y'all, that's why y'all so mad. That's why y'all so mad and so hurt, because you're lonely and you know you're lonely. And again, you got nobody to blame but yourself. Y'all get on here and you make these goofy videos and you try to shame men for not wanting you. You got to understand that doesn't work. That doesn't work. It's over for a lot of you. Just accept it. Just accept it. I know it's tough, but you did it to yourself. Okay? You did this to yourself. You have nobody. You can't blame everybody else for the fact that you have screwed up big time. A lot of you women have screwed up to the point to where you'll never be able to get it right. You'll be on YouTube whining and crying forever. Y'all say we whining and crying, but I see guys that are actually making moves. They're actually traveling. They're actually dating women of other groups. Y'all are just saying you're going to date men of other races, but y'all not putting that into action. That's why y'all get on here and try to shame people, because you know that you're just bluffing. But a lot of melanated men, they're not bluffing. They're actually traveling. What's funny is that a lot of these melanated women are traveling too, but they're traveling to go and get surgeries just so they can appeal more to us, you know? Y'all going to get them BBLs just so you can appeal to us. That's how desperate you are to try to keep these guys, you know, for them to not want to, I guess, leave you. But you got to understand that nature is going to take its course. And again, it's over for a lot of y'all. You can keep saying whatever you want to say. It's a wrap for a lot of you. You can get upset all you want to, but this is the bed that you've created. This is the environment that you have created. This is the environment that you created, and you've done it to yourself. And you want to get on here and you want to make goofy videos. You want to make goofy posts. You want to shame people, but then you want to praise melanated women begging non-melanated men for marriage. By the way, I have not seen any articles or any posts of Caucasian women begging black men to marry them. But I do see posts of famous black actresses doing that. Let me just say this. Listen, date who you want to date. If you have all these options, why do you even care if black men are weak for dating Becky or dating, you know, Caucasian women, Asian women? Why do you care? You got all these options. You got all these men coming at you. Why do you care? You know why they care? Because they don't have options like that, and they know they do. Because women know the difference between a man wanting to just sleep with them and a man genuinely wanting to be in a relationship with them. And the sad truth is, a lot of the men that they claim are their options only want to sleep with them. That's why a lot of them are single, or they in some dysfunctional relationship with a man they refuse to let go. But y'all want to get on here and y'all want to say what y'all say and shame men that you don't even know. Most of y'all don't even want the average everyday melanated man. Y'all don't, until you see him with a Caucasian woman. Now all of a sudden you wondering, do he got money? Why he with her? Let me tell y'all something, man. You got black women who will ignore black men 6 days out the week. He walks into a room, she's not even looking his direction. On the 7th day, that same black man will walk in there and he'll be shoulder to shoulder with a Caucasian woman. That black woman will look up and she will stare a hole into that man.
They are trying, but soon find out that men of other races treat them the same.
Exactly. Ray Arthur, appreciate that, man. And that's why they shaming us, because they know that men of other groups only see them as, not all of them, but in most cases as a fetish. That's the truth. These guys want a little bit of chocolate, you know. They want to know what it's like to date us, to sleep with a sister. And that's why they're so bitter, because they feel like they've been given the short end of the stick. But the reality is, when you put other races of people on a pedestal, you're going to be treated like a piece of meat. If you will stop treating other races of people like they're special, you wouldn't have to deal with that.
Women claim they have all these options to convince themselves. SMH lol.
Right. And the thing is, it's not relationship. It's not marriage. It's just men that just want to smash. They just want to smash. That's it. That's all they want. And they know it. But these Caucasian men just want some chocolate. That's it. They know this. And the thing is, that the sad thing is that these Caucasian dudes will tell these women to their face. They will tell these women to their face, I've never slept with a black chick. I want to know what that's like. I just want some chocolate. They will tell them this to their face, and these melanated women will be laughing and think that shit is funny. Because that's what happens when you heifers put these people on a pedestal. You get treated like meat. And I tell black men this all the time. Stop putting these Caucasian women on a pedestal talking about how they're, go get a white woman. No, don't go get a white woman. Go get a woman that fits your lifestyle, that's gonna bask in her femininity with you, bro. Stop putting a race in front of that woman. See, I don't do that a lot. I don't talk about black women this, white women this, only when it fits the topic, because I feel like a lot of these women are the same. A lot of these women are the same. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. A lot of these westernized women are all the same. There's no difference. And the thing is that these Caucasian guys, they watch your videos. They watch y'all videos. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They watch these heifers videos on, not only on YouTube, they watch the Facebook videos, the TikTok videos. Y'all are praising and worshiping at the feet of Caucasian people. They see this. And they want to know what it's like to get with a melanated woman. They want to know what it's like to get some chocolate. And y'all get mad because they fetishize you. But you did that to yourself. Because if you actually had some self-esteem and you actually cared about yourself as a woman, you would not be pedestalizing other groups of people and then trying to shame melanated men for who they're dating, because you want to be able to date outside of your race, but you realize that, you know, you're going to have to go through a lot of fetishizing in order to get what you're looking for. And that bothers them. But this is the environment that you create when you're pedestalizing these group of men. This is what you created. So say whatever you want about these quote unquote weak melanated men who date Caucasian women. But these guys are not bothering you. These guys don't care what you're doing. You care about what they're doing because you wish you could do it. You wish you could do it. You wish you could do it. Y'all get on this platform and you pedestalize these guys. You make excuses for these guys. You know how many news articles and videos I see of Caucasian men doing harm to melanated women, but y'all overlook that and y'all want to care about who we're dating and the damage that we quote unquote caused you. You need to get help. A lot of y'all need help. Get off YouTube with these stupid ass videos and get help.
It's time to repopulate the black race with melanated women from overseas with traditional values. There's no coming back for Western women lost cause.
Appreciate that, Antonio. Shout out to you. Listen, stop worrying about who these guys are dating. You don't want these guys. Why do you care? Why do you care? You don't want these guys. Why are you so obsessed with who these guys are with? You don't want them. Remember, you don't want these guys. Why do you care who they're dating? Hey, black woman, why do you give a shit about who these guys are dating? You can't get a man. Focus on that. Focus on the fact that you need therapy. Focus on the fact that no man wants you right now. Not this country, not in no other country, not in no other racial group. None of these guys are checking for you like that long-term or marriage. Like none of that is coming your way. No matter how much pounds of makeup you throw on your face, no matter how much fake eyelashes you wear, no matter how much weave you have on, it's not gonna cover the fact that you're an unfeminine heifer who cannot keep a man. And you so concerned about who black men are dating, the black men that you claim you don't want, right? They're too weak. They're not alpha males. You're so concerned about them because you realize that those are actually the better black men who are dating out. You're stuck with guys who don't even have a bill in the household in their name. Okay. He's even on your cell phone plan. He's using your car. Those are the type of males you're used to. You're not used to a man that can take care of himself. They don't even know what it's like to have a car note. They ain't filed a tax return since they left high school. That's how long it's been. You know why? Because they're stuck on child support, and child support takes those tax returns, so they try not to file taxes. You know, they claim like 10 dependents at work, so they don't have to file no taxes. Those are the type of males you're choosing. That's why you're mad. You're mad because the intelligent, I'm not saying all these guys are intelligent, but for the most part, the men that they're talking about are guys who make good money, live good lives, right? Law-abiding citizens. And they're not choosing fat white women. I'm telling you right now, I have seen a few brothers with Caucasian women. They haven't been with fat white women. I have not seen that. I've seen them with some thick white women. Like I was in the gym last night, right? And I seen this guy, you know, he wasn't, you know, it's the average looking guy, little stocky brother. And he was in there with he was in there with a Caucasian. I don't know if he was her trainer. I don't know if that was his girlfriend or wife, but she has some thickness on her.
Westernized women are a confused walking contradiction, saying one thing and doing the complete opposite. Concerned about us flexing, worry about you.
Right, the promise. Appreciate that. I remember I was leaving out from this restaurant, man, and there was this brother and this Caucasian chick. She had a whole lot of asset. That's who we're dating when we date out. I have yet to see one of these guys with a fat white woman. I see him with a thick white woman, but not with no fat white woman. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, that we choose them thick. Down here, we choose thick white women. Okay.
I knew it was a wrap when I saw an eyelash vending machine in the mall.
Eyelash vending machine? You know, I think I may have seen it, but that was like years ago. It might have been years ago I seen an eyelash machine in the mall when I was in Charlotte. Yeah, man, I was in the gym. I was on the trip. I looked over, and she was doing some type of. She was on a. What do you call it? She was on a machine where you have to. What do you call it? God damn it! It's like a press. You know, you're on the press, and your body's forward, and you pull the press down. And she stood up. I was like, "Damn, that's you, bruh." She had on like the leggings. Man, anyway. I'm just saying, like, they act like we out here just choosing anything. No, we're not choosing anything. Now, some of these guys will, but I give the award for choosing anything to these guys who actually are with black women. I've seen these guys, man, you talk about extra average. These guys are choosing a lot of extra average choosing a lot of extra average black women. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back into this video.
Deal with what mess exactly? Because I said that a woman should not put her life on the back burner for a boyfriend. She should not cater to a man she's not guaranteed to be with. See, comments like this are proving my point. Y'all want mothers, not girlfriends. And you know you're not going to get it from us. So you go date other races to deal with your weak ass and your bullshit and think you're flexing on us. Baby, you could never pull a bitch like me anyway. So you don't have no choice but to go to the other side. And baby, y'all are not the only ones with options. I could walk outside right now and snag me a Tom, Dick, or a Hank, best believe. And he would cater to every need. Y'all think y'all flexing by saying shit like this. Oh,
This sister sounds sad. We choose thick Beckys.
We said that 2-5 kid. Right. Especially for what I have seen recently. You know, from what I've seen recently. You know what I'm saying?
date other races. Baby, best believe when we see you with that, we know exactly what it means. You could not handle a queen. And when people see my man with me,
can't handle a queen.
Exactly what it means, baby. I stand for strength.
Power.
He's an alpha. When you see a man with a black woman,
he's an alpha.
He has big dick energy. All right. He can handle this mouth.
So what about the football players and the basketball players that date white women? Are they not alphas? We're talking about guys who are athletic, guys who are in their physical peak. So all these athletes that you see with Caucasian women, they're not alphas. They're not. Those are the guys you women would do anything to be with. Y'all would do anything to be with those type of guys. So those guys are not alphas?
In this ass. You're weak. You're a buster.
Let me tell y'all something, man. They care.
Deal with what?
They care a whole lot. They care a whole lot, man. They know they're not seeing. Somebody asked me, how did the guys look? Are you talking about the guys that I saw with the Caucasian women? They look average. Like the guy I saw in the gym was a short, stocky guy. These guys weren't toned up in shape like that. You know, they just, maybe they know how to choose them. Yeah, she's definitely hurt. She's very hurt, man. Like, why do you care about men that you don't want? Like, these women like this overlook the majority of black men on a day-to-day basis. They don't check for those guys. Yeah, who hurt her? Yeah, we want to know who hurt her. Somebody must have hurt her. Somebody must have hurt her. She sounds very hurt. She sounds very hurt. She's hurt. She needs a hug, man. She needs a hug. She needs a hug because somebody hurt her. Her daddy black. Right? You know what they say? It'd be like your mama black. Then you say, well, your daddy black. Yeah, we need to know who hurt her, man. I'm sensing somebody that's really hurt. Somebody that's really projecting. She is projecting. She is very much so projecting. Like, what man curved you to make you post this video? You can tell she looked like she just got in the car. So maybe she saw these black men just happy-go-lucky. They're out there with their Beckys or whomever, and it just got her in her emotions because she by herself. You know, whatever man she's with, obviously they don't spend that much time together. She worrying about these random men that she don't know. You know, you walking around, you dolled up, I'm guessing, and that ain't enough, right? These women ain't getting approached. Let me tell y'all something, man. If you are a woman that lives in a highly populated city and you're not getting approached, you're done. Okay? You done, man. If you're a woman and you're in a highly populated city and and you think that you look good and men are not approaching you, I don't know what else to say. It's a wrap for you. That's all I can say. It's a wrap for you, because if you in a big city and you still having man problems, then you're going to be down extremely bad, because it's only going to get worse. And a lot of women have made it worse because they've made it to where they don't want men to approach them. So when men don't approach you and you're in a big city and you're single, you think that online dating is going to help you? Online dating is terrible. It might be worse than in-person dating, because you have a lot of women who have a lot of mental issues. Okay. No people skills, no conversation skills, online talking about what type of man that they want, and don't even know the first thing about conversation and being able to speak with a man and actually getting to know him. You talk to these women, it's like talking to a brick wall. They have no personality. They're dry personality. Okay. They're very self-absorbed, especially these dating websites that are talking about, if you don't like big women, then you can't be here. You got a lot of big women with big egos, thinking that, online dating is going to save them. Online dating is not going to save you. The same thing that's been going on online dating now is the same thing that's always been going on. It's hookup sites. You're not going to find your husband on Tinder. You're not going to find your husband on Bumble. Stop. You heifers need help. You're mentally unstable. And you need Jesus. You need Jesus. You need a lot. You need a lot of therapy. You need some real word of God. And you need like really just a whole life exorcism. Your whole life needs to be the exorcism. A lot of y'all are suffering. A lot of you have mental issues, and you think that by going from man to man, it's gonna change that. It ain't gonna change shit. A lot of y'all are undiagnosed when it comes to your bipolarness. A lot of you are bipolar. A lot of you have schizophrenia, and I think y'all need help. A lot of y'all need help, man. Yeah, they do need a miracle, man. They need some type of help, man. Need some type of intervention, man. Somebody needs to help these heifers, man. I mean, they've gotten it all wrong. They got it all wrong. They think that by having a degree that's supposed to secure the men that they want, huh? They think that by getting a degree, it's gonna get them the men that they want. Like this is the screwed up mindset they have. And then they want to make fun of women who are quote unquote pick me's. Let me tell you something. You can't get a man without being picked. Period. A lot of y'all are mentally unstable. A lot of y'all are undiagnosed when it comes to being bipolar, schizophrenia. And you're wanting to shame other people because they're not as mentally screwed up as you. Wait,
Women only claim to seek counseling cause the lamestream made it an in thing to say. But they don't actually go get it.
I appreciate that, Zeke. No, they don't, but they need to. Paris says, I just have depression, Jay down. Listen, man, y'all can make as many videos on YouTube and do as many live streams with the hurt feelings. It's not going to change anything. Men are waking up. You even have goofy ass beta male preachers attacking content creators because they are starting to wake up some of these people and might possibly hurt their pockets. Who knows? The world is changing in a lot of different ways. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Nothing. You can try to shut down as many people as you want to. Ain't gonna change shit. Nothing. Listen, a lot of you women better be pick-me's or you're gonna get lost in the shuffle. There are more women than men. And if you live in a big city and you struggling to date, I don't know what you're gonna do. Obviously, you need to do something with yourself. Because the main heifers complaining live in big cities. Haven't y'all noticed that? They live in big cities and they got the most shit to talk. It's because you're getting overlooked so much, you're getting mad. And you got to understand that if men sense your energy is off, they want nothing to do with you whatsoever. And you need to fix that yourself. Make sure y'all like the stream, huh? You know, this summer has been hot, right? But for some of y'all, the nights are getting colder and colder and colder. What are you going to do? You going to keep shaming men that don't want you? Listen, it's, a lot of women don't understand your days of playing games and manipulating men and friend zoning a whole bunch of guys. Those days are over. Men don't want to be friend zoned no more. You got women literally getting on dating websites talking about they're looking for friends. You can't find a friend in real life? What do you need a friend for? You got about 10 male friends. What you need another one for? Any man that friend zones himself is a loser. Stop friend zoning yourself. You listen. The only friend that's gonna get some is the sexually ambiguous friend. That's the only friend that's gonna be getting some. He's the one that you see her in the club with dancing. He's the one that she takes photos on her Instagram with after he done her makeup and then went shopping together. But no. You know why? Because she can date men and still have relations with that sexually ambiguous friend of hers. A lot of y'all just don't know that. Y'all be dating women with these so-called gay friends, man. Those be the main ones these women be screwing, man. I know that's y'all don't want to hear that, but that's what's going on out here. And you dudes are friend zoning yourself because you think that, man, I got a chance. But you got to understand there's another guy or two in front of you, and you be shocked about who it is. Y'all be shocked at who these women have no morals, man. None.
Jaye, you're doing the Lord's work.
Thank you, Antonio. Appreciate it, man. They have no morals, no loyalty. Listen, man, you got women who, especially these Instagram models, right? They claim they have boyfriends, quote unquote. Then they go get an OnlyFans. They putting all these explicit pictures. If you are a guy that dates a woman who puts her body out there, especially for free, let's say she don't even have an OnlyFans. How do you not think that she's not cheating on you, man? She probably got some sugar daddy somewhere that you don't know about. That's why she don't ask you for money. Oh, man. I'm telling you, man, there's women like this who try to dictate to a lot of us men what is masculine, what is an alpha male, and what isn't an alpha male. Let me tell you what isn't an alpha male, miss. Men who allow their woman to walk all over them are not alpha males. Men who allow their women to walk 2 steps in front of them while they walk behind them like they're their child is not an alpha male. A woman who controls your financial situation, you're not an alpha male, bro. I don't care what work you put in on the streets. There's a lot of weak people on the streets. Ain't a lot of strong people out there no more, man. To me, the strong people are the ones that actually left the streets. They say, you know what, I'm going to change my life. That takes strength because you go into a different area in life. You get out of your comfort zone. You stop worrying about whether I'm that dude in the street or not. You worry about living. If you have children, you worry about your children. Staying out of jail. You're not worrying about whether people see you as this tough guy or not. Unfortunately, a lot of guys get caught up trying to prove to these women that they're tough, that they're alpha males. But nothing you do will ever make any dent whatsoever. We're doing this to ourselves, man. We're destroying ourselves as men to prove something to a group of women who don't even know who they are. They don't even know who they are. You know what's tough, man? like I said, I don't really care who these women are dating. I don't make videos about, interracial dating and who's swirling and who said this about. But whenever I see videos like this, I have to respond because the ignorance is there. The ignorance is annoying. But how do you know what an alpha male is? You probably never dated an alpha male in your life. You probably don't even know what one is. Because one, alpha male would tell you not to make no goofy video like that and put it on TikTok. That's what an alpha male, if you're dating one, that's what he would tell you. Don't do that. You're going to have these red pill ninjas on your head. That's what you're going to have. They're going to go in. Don't you do it. And she would listen to him. But a woman who is not in her feminine is not going to listen to no man in her life. Listen, man, a lot of these women control their relationships. They are cheating on these men, and these guys don't even know it, man. They don't even know it. Shout out to Derek Langen with the 20 on Cash Out. Says, my late fee, great topic, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you for the support, man. Yeah, man, I just want y'all to understand that this is the mindset of these women, and they wonder why they can't keep a man. Let's see. I get a few more super chats. I'll open the phone lines. But mainly, I just wanted to talk to y'all, man. I ain't talked to y'all in about a week, man. I sit back and I see this behavior. I see the shaming, and it has to be talked about. It really does. Because the worst thing you can do as a woman is sit up here and try to limit your dating pool even more. You see, women of other racial groups don't worry about who's an alpha male and who isn't. They want to know who's going to take care of me. Who's going to give me the best future for myself and children. You see, a lot of you melanated women, you don't see that because you're so busy concerning yourself as to who's an alpha male and who isn't. That's your problem. And what's funny is that if a man does act like an alpha male towards you, you call the police on him. You physically try to fight him. Look at Ari, the chick that's dating Moneybag Yo. She has beat on every boyfriend she has. Now, she hasn't beaten on Moneybag Yo as much because financially he showers her with so much she doesn't feel the need to beat him up. She just gets on Twitter and beats him up. She beats him up on Twitter. She beats him up online. She doesn't physically do it anymore, but she gets on Twitter and beats him up. And that's a woman that he's throwing all this money at. I'm hearing that Diddy is paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to Young Miami or the City Girls to basically be his girlfriend. Is that what we've gotten to? You males got to trick money to the point to where you giving women 200,000 allowances? Like, what's going on? Y'all giving these heifers allowances as if they not going to go screw some other man? But maybe she won't. Maybe she won't. But y'all want to give women 100,000, 200,000 allowance? Do you? But, I mean, that would show that she ain't with you for the right reason, sir. That would show that she's not with you for the right reason, sir. If you got to give her $200,000 a month, allegedly. you gotta pay these women for a relationship. It ain't just a situation where, you know, he buys her birthday gifts or he takes her on vacations every couple of months. Nah, you giving her an allowance, allegedly. And I believe it because Diddy probably has no problem spending some cash on a female. But we all know he's going to have to spend a lot more than others because he's a lick. Okay? Diddy is a lick. Okay? You want to date these younger women, you're going to have to put some money into it. But you got to understand, these women nowadays, especially these millennial women who are the worst dateable women in the dating market, are millennial women. Millennial women are horrible. You know you're going to have to spend some money to get a millennial chick. Millennial chicks are gold diggers to the core. And they're some of the most dysfunctional people out there is millennial females. They're completely undateable. They get skipped over for the Gen Z chicks who are just as bad, just not as bad. Just not as bad. But man, y'all putting these chicks on payroll, man. So now y'all putting these chicks on payroll. Y'all putting these others on payroll now, man. She part of the Diddy staff, man. She's a part of Bad. I don't know what his parent company is, but I'm gonna say Bad Boy. She's a part of the Bad Boy staff, I guess. Like, yeah, damn, man. Y'all gotta pay these women and buy them all this expensive shit. All these women out here that will deal with y'all for free. Y'all out here paying these extra average women. You got all these extra average women out here getting taken care of by you lame males, man. What is going on out here? Y'all taking care of extra average women, man. These women are extra average. You not gaining nothing from dating these women. Y'all act like y'all won something by dating these extra average others, man. Y'all haven't gained anything. Nothing. Y'all paying these women, putting these women on payroll, man. What the hell? Y'all putting these heifers on payroll. What's going on? Why are y'all putting them on payroll, man? Salute to everybody that's here, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Hold up, let's see. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Y'all, these guys are out here dating in circles. I know I got off the topic. I'm going to get back on it real quick, but I just want to tell y'all the landscape of the dating market is bad. It really is. A lot of these women have unrealistic expectations that will never be met. And they get mad when you say that. When you say that they're what they're looking for is never going to be. It's never going to be met. Like, those expectations are never going to be met. It isn't. So, honestly, I think that we're just going to become more of a people that are going to be more single. Even though you got some of these married men who want to talk shit about men that are single. Ain't that something? What's up with you married males running your mouths to single men about who we... Once again, man, the dick policing is atrocious out here. There's a lot of dick policing from males and females. Stop it. Just stop with the dick policing. You males look goofy trying to dick police other men. You dudes are weird. You have no life. You're crazy. Why are you dick policing other men and telling them who they should be with? It's bad when women do it, but when you males do it, you think that you're looking good in the eyes of women. You're a useful idiot. A lot of you guys are useful idiots, and you think that you're winning a debate by saying
I appreciate the later than usual stream, sir. I usually miss them. Thanks, bro.
No problem, Zeke. Appreciate you being here. Y'all, I mean, it's crazy out here. The dating market is bad. There's nothing wrong with being single and not taking women seriously right now. Look at the dating market. Look at these women. Look at YouTube. Look at how these women act on YouTube. Look how triggered they are. Look how emotional they are. And then you got these males that take up for them and defend them. They want brownie points. Bro, I will be able to sleep with these women a lot sooner than you would. Because women hate you lying at... Women hate you males. They really do. When y'all try to defend them and y'all try to be on their side, they hate you, by the way. I've talked to them. They hate you. Stop doing it. You're not winning anything. You're just making yourself look like a useful idiot. That's it. That's it. These women will give me play a lot sooner than you ever will get play from these women. Again, I've talked to these women. I've talked to them. They don't respect you guys. They see you for what you are. They see you for what you are, man. You know what's crazy? I don't care how feminist a woman is. I don't care how much of a black male hater she is. I've always been able to get in the heads of these women and talk to these women. I've always been able to see a different side of them. Because a lot of this shit is for show. The stuff that y'all see from these women, it's all show. Most of it is because they have an audience. That's why I like the audience that I have, because I speak on what I want to speak on. I don't care what y'all want me to speak on. I speak on what I want to speak on. If you don't like it, you can leave. You can leave. You don't have to stay. You can go. You can go. I'm not pandering to nobody. I've never been a panderer. Never. Now, will I speak on topics that I think that my audience will like? Yeah, but I'm not going to take a certain position that I know that's not me. These women take these positions because they want their audience to watch what they're putting out, but that's not who they are. That's not who they are, but their audience likes it, so they put it out, which is sad. A lot of these women are fake. They would choose a black man every day of the week, but they get on here and they talk shit about black men and how black men are this and that. But look who they screwing. Look who they have children by. It's all because they want to have an audience. They want to fool you desperate women into thinking that they actually believe what you believe, but they don't. They don't believe what you believe. They don't. And listen, I don't come from a place of hate. I don't hate nobody. I really don't. I just speak my mind on the BS that I see every single day. And I think people see that authenticity from me, and they understand where I'm coming from. Me as a black man, I want to see black people succeed. I don't want to see black people fail. I don't want to see them used. We've been getting used for over 50 years. We've had men turn against, let's get it right. We've had a situation where the women have turned against the men and the men have turned against the women. And now you have the young adults that are turning against men and women. And for somebody that has the belief system I believe that I have, to see what has become of black people, it is disturbing. But you have to move forward. You know? Well, I'm saying 50 years as in the political landscape. I'm not talking about slavery. I'm talking about 50 years as in the breaking up of the black family. I'm talking about the rise of feminism and social justice. That's what I'm talking about. But that's why you have to make moves. And when you see men going their own way, when you see men taking a position that they take opposite of what they see in popular culture in regards to the way women women have become, you're going to be pushed aside. You know, you're going to be marginalized. You're going to be attacked. But that's because people don't want to see things go back to where it should be. The man is the head of the household, and the woman is the feminine counterpart of the man who's responsible for taking care of the home and the children. Doesn't mean she has to be barefoot and pregnant, but, you know, I think women have lost their way. You got a lot of women out here that have dick envy. And when it comes to men, they want to be able to be men. They want to be able to slang dizzick from this chick and that chick and just be able to be men. They want to be able to walk around with their shirts off. I'm more convinced of that now more than ever. That's where you see the envy come. That's where you see it come. But again, it's up to us to choose which lane we take. You know, it's up to us to choose where we go. You know? Well, I just want to come and speak to y'all and really, you know, speak on this. This has not been an easy time for me, but I'm not going to allow that to stop me from being able to speak to the people. I'm not going to allow that to stop me from being real and being honest with a lot of you. But it also gave me perspective, you know. I've gained a lot of perspective over the last week over what's important. Pettiness is not important. It's about getting to the root of problems and hopefully being able to change somebody's perspective and leaving a lasting impact. Leaving a lasting impact. That's what I think about every day, is leaving a lasting impact. You know? Robert, you know, they can try to cancel me, but you can't cancel a person who makes clear sense. You know, you can cancel somebody that you think is spreading fake news or insulting groups. I just speak from how I feel. They can try to cancel me all they want to. They won't succeed. I think once I start to show myself more, put myself out there more, you know, maybe, but I don't know. I'm prepared for all that, you know. I'm not a lifer in this shit, to be honest with you. I feel like you make an impact and then you move on, you know. But that's what it's all about. You make an impact and then you go and you move on to something else. There's another battle to be fought, you know. And for me, there's other things that I can put my energy into. But no, I'm not a lifer in this. There are other things that, you know, other things to tackle. This to me is just a way for me to be able to speak to people and about how I feel, whether they agree with it or not. But I'm always going to be me at the end of the day. I know there are times where people don't understand where I'm coming from, right? They don't understand my position on things. But my position is very clear. You know, I'm not an extreme. I'm not an extremist. I'm not going to take an extreme viewpoint of anything because that's madness. Having an extremist viewpoint on something is madness. But it also shows you how fake a person is. Like if you see a person take an extreme viewpoint on something, 9 times out of 10, that person is not living what they're saying. They're riling you up to do something stupid. I don't rile people up to do something stupid. I speak to people so they can think before they do something stupid. Not to do something stupid, but I want them to think before they do something stupid, or before they're presented with a situation that could possibly ruin them. Because a lot of you live regular lives. You know, you have a job, you have family. You know, you can't be an extremist out here. You know, you're not there. You know, because you lead normal lives. And I don't want any of you to have an extremist viewpoint on anything. Because if you embrace the wrong messaging, you're going to become somebody that's going to be a statistic. You're going to be a statistic. And I don't want any of you to be a statistic. I want you to be able to think before you do things. Take the rational viewpoint. You know? Take the rational viewpoint. But also know when the bullshit is being called. And bullshit is being said out there, man. Man, I've seen so many people drive themselves crazy by taking these extreme viewpoints, man. I've seen people literally lose their minds. They go from making sense to having a lunatic mindset. I've seen that progression, man. I've seen what happens when people think that they're going their own way a certain way and they end up going off of a cliff. They think that they're being red pilled, but really they are destroying themselves from the inside out because they're not thinking. They're trying to be extreme of what they think they're supposed to be. And they don't take a logical step. They take an illogical step. They take 2 illogical steps, 3 illogical steps, 4 illogical steps. And then there's no going back. There's no going back. All right, people. That's it for me. I appreciate y'all being here. I thank you. Shout out to the people that donated. Shout out to the people that follow me on Patreon where I'm putting exclusive content. Make sure y'all subscribe to all the channels. Jay the Black, Basic Social Politics with Jay the Black. The link is in the description. And hopefully you're subscribed here and have clicked that notification bell so you get notified when I go live. So hopefully could do more shows this week and not miss too much time. If y'all want to see the video that was part of the discussion today, here's the video, but you can also scroll back and check out what I was talking about. I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to the moderators and channel members. You know, hopefully y'all doing good. These are crazy times. So you have to keep 10 toes down and keep, watchful eye on everything. And don't believe the bullshit you see on the news either.
Get the person that make you happy, black, white, or candy stripe.
Right, Sir Ism. Appreciate it. Date who you want to date, man. Date who you want to date. Don't let anybody tell you that you're supposed to date this person or that person. Date who you want to date, Whoever makes you happy. All right, people. Y'all have a good rest of your night. And I'll see y'all on the next one, okay?